Hey, how's it going, everybody? I want to kind of go through this pretty quick because I started eating and realized that doing Bible study. I went to Whole Foods today. I'm back to work. I know I sound a lot better. For anybody that had listened then and is listening now, but I already started eating, and once you start eating, you can't stop. I do all these digestive enzymes and so forth, so on and so forth. But let's get started. All right, but Esaias is very bold and saith, I was found of them that sought me not. Talking about Gentiles. I was made manifest unto them that asked not for me. But to Israel he saith, all day long I have stretched forth my hands unto disobedient and gainsaying people. So, this is the coming of age of the Gentile world all along, that it's a mixture of God's chosen bloodline remnant, which is his first love, and then sheep who are not of the bloodline. And that's what all of Romans 11 is about, which is what we're about to get into. I say then, have God cast away his people of the bloodline? I'm gonna add some words here just to give it context, but you stay along with me. You be the judge. I say then, have God cast away his chosen people of the bloodline? God forbid, for I also am an Israelite of the bloodline, of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin. God have not cast away his people. Like I told you, they were first fruits. They were first. They were God's chosen people of the bloodline were first. Old Testament, Old Covenant, which he foreknew. So it's the chosen few of the narrow way of the bloodline he's talking about. What ye not what the scripture saith of Elias, how he maketh intercession to God against Israel, saying, Lord, they have killed thy prophets and dig down thine altars. Dig down, yeah. And I am left alone, and they seek my life. But what saith the answer of God unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal or Baal or Baal or whatever you want to call it. Even so, then, at this present time, also there is a what? A remnant, according to the election of grace. Election, God choosing you at the foundation of the world, which is what? That's what grace is. The election of grace. They are one. Election and grace are the same thing. And if by God choosing you from the foundation of the world grace, then it is no more of works, like making a free will decision all on your own, that you're going to pull yourself through repentant process, because faith without works is dead, and you're going to save yourself on your own abilities without God calling you and dragging you kicking and screaming out of the world through the repentant process. Otherwise, grace is no more grace. Just got to throw grace away. Then it's everything you do on your own with your own free will. But if it be of works, then it is no more grace. Otherwise, work is no more work. All right, let's go on to Daniel. If y'all got questions on that, if I'm moving too fast, just ask. And tell me how I'm going to rush through this. That's about impossible, because this is some of the most important stuff in the Bible. In all the Bible? Yeah. In all the Bible. Now listen and understand, 7 sets of 7 plus 62 sets of 7 will pass from the time the command is given to rebuild Jerusalem until a ruler, the anointed one, comes. Jerusalem will be rebuilt with streets and strong defenses, despite perilous times. After this period of 62 sets of 7, the anointed one will be killed, appearing to have accomplished nothing. And a ruler will arise whose armies will destroy the city of the temple, and the end will come with a flood. And a war and its miseries are decreed from that time to the very end. The ruler, this is the Antichrist, will make a treaty with the people for a period of one set of 7, but after this, half this time, in other words, after 3.5 years of the 7 years, he will put an end to the sacrifices and offerings. And as a climax to his terrible deeds, he will set up a sacrilegious object. That's the image it speaks. It's probably going to be an artificial intelligence. Lucifer, ghost in the machine, will speak that causes desecration until the fate decreed for its defiler is finally poured out on him. This is it in the King James. Know therefore and understand that from the going forth of the commandment to restore and rebuild Jerusalem, to build Jerusalem unto the Messiah, the Prince, shall be 7 weeks, and 62 weeks. The street shall be built again, and the wall, even in troublous times. After 62 weeks shall Messiah be cut off, but not for himself and the people of the Prince, this is the ruler, that shall destroy the city and the sanctuary, and the end thereof shall be with a flood, and unto that end war and desolations are determined. And he, this is the Antichrist, what they call the Prince, he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week, and in the midst of that week shall cause sacrifice and oblation to cease, and the overspreading of abominations he shall make it desolate, even unto the consumption, and that is determined shall be poured out among the desolate. So I think we all understand, even though it's very hard to understand, that this is talking about Jesus up here. But I'm not dogmatic about it. But down here, it's definitely talking about the Antichrist. Ruler versus the anointed one. Messiah, the Prince, versus the Prince, which is he. I'm still looking. I've been back and forth through this so many times because I forget stuff. I think the way I've taught this before, which is why I said it's some of the most important stuff in the Bible, is because it's so different. I don't pre-read these. I don't prep this stuff ahead of time. I think this all might be the Antichrist. No, therefore, because when Jesus returns, there's and the city's rebuilt and all that kind of stuff. That's not troublous times. Jesus has reclaimed the earth. There's no trouble at all. No, therefore, to understand that from the going forth of seeing the New Living, when I read it, it throws you off because that's a watered down version and it's not even from Texas. They're from 2 different transcriptions. Know therefore and understand that from the going forth of the commandment to restore and build Jerusalem unto, let's just try it a different way, until the Antichrist shall be 7 weeks. And remember, in the middle of the 7 weeks, he declares himself to be God. And 62 weeks. The street shall be built again. This is when they rebuild the coming third temple, where the Antichrist declares himself to be God. And the wall, not the one that separates us from Mexico, notice. Even in troublous times. What's the troublous times? World War III, war, famine, death, the next 3 horses after the Antichrist is removed. That's why it says Messiah will be cut off. After 62 weeks shall Messiah be cut off. Yeah, this is all the Antichrist. I'm sorry. Many people tell you that that's Jesus up there. It's not. After 62 weeks, shall the Antichrist be cut off, but not for himself and the people of the Antichrist that shall come, shall destroy the city and the sanctuary, and the end thereof shall be with a flood, and unto the end the war of desolation shall determine. And he, the Antichrist, shall confirm a covenant with many for 1 week. Okay, so we read all that. Read it all yourself. You can look at any commentaries you want. You're going to get a lot of different stuff from a lot of different people. But I'm telling you, I am really, really sure that's what it is. In the 3rd year of Cyrus, the king of Persia, a thing was revealed unto Daniel, whose name was called Belteshazzar, and the thing was true. But the time appointed was long, and he understood the thing and had understanding of the vision. In those days, I, Daniel, was mourning 3 full weeks. I ate no pleasant bread, neither came flesh nor wine in my mouth, neither did I anoint myself at all, till 3 whole weeks were fulfilled. All right, love y'all very much. Ask questions anytime.